Hey everyone, today I'm making a video because I put a tweet out saying retweet this tweet if you want to see a video right now, and about 6 people retweeted it, so this one's for you guys. I know you guys will enjoy it anyway because I know those who don't have Twitter can't retweet it, so you get to watch a video just because. So anyway, I thought I'd review something that just came out from Jagex, released on RuneScape. It was called the Firemaker's Curse. It's a quest, supposedly a Grandmaster quest, which kind of made me upset because this is not a Grandmaster quest. Don't let the name fool you. This quest was not difficult. Some of the puzzles are confusing, but for the most part it's not a long quest. It's not, hard. It doesn't require any hard levels to obtain. It's really not a Grandmaster quest. And it upsets me because they originally had a 90 fire making requirement on the quest, which would have made it somewhat more of a Grandmaster quest because 90 fire making isn't that easy to get for some of the lower levels. So that would have been a fair requirement, but they torqued it down to 74 fire making to do a Grandmaster quest, and the other things are stupid, like 60 agility or something and 70 construction. I don't even know the rest of the requirements. All I know is that the fire making one was 90 and people complained and they put it down to 74. Now that's unbelievable. You can't just change it because some people were complaining that it was too high of a requirement. If it's a Grandmaster quest, you gotta expect a requirement to be a little bit higher than 75. So please don't complain about stuff that's released. I mean, obviously I care because I'm a higher level player and I'd like to see higher level content be put out, and I understand that lower level content needs to be put out, but it was a fine requirement of 90 fire making, and the quest really doesn't give you anything that's important or awesome. It really doesn't give you that thing that's like, wow, I need to get that. But it was a fair requirement, and I don't know why they changed it. But anyways, more about the quest. It's basically a quest that has no in-depth anything about, it has nothing to do with anything on RuneScape really. It's a brand new storyline. It's a bunch of fire makers, and there's a new person, Sarah, that everyone voted on or something, and basically you just go through a bunch of fire making puzzles. You make your own fires, and you make these patterns, and then you do agility courses and stuff. It's really just a long puzzle. That's what the quest is. It's a long puzzle. And the boss fight, don't get me wrong, that boss fight was really fun. I like to see more stuff like that where you use skills and stuff to kill the boss, not really just melee based. You don't need armor. I liked wearing agile armor, running around making fires, and then hitting 1,000 because of all the fires I had out. So it was a really cool boss fight. I really enjoyed that aspect, so thank you for that one, Jagex. But the requirement should have stayed 90 fire making. The rewards, if it's a Grandmaster quest, didn't appeal. I mean, this was a 30-minute quest, and when you hear of a Grandmaster quest, you really think of something like Ritual of the Mahajarat or While Gothic Sleeps, not Tears of Gothic, that's a fucking easy quest. While Gothic Sleeps, Ritual of the Mahajarat, whatever else. And those are 4-hour-long quests that give you rewards that are freaking worth it. Like, While Gothic Sleeps gave you like 2 mil cash, whatever the piece was at the time, the armor piece, and it gave you like 500k XP or 700k XP with the lamps, and you can use it wherever you want. It was such a good quest. That was one of my favorite quests in the game because of the rewards and how worth it was to do that quest. But this quest is 30 minutes, doesn't even qualify for a Grandmaster quest. It doesn't, when you think of Grandmaster quest, no one's going to think of the Firemaker's Curse. But the rewards aren't anything Grandmaster-like. You get this book, which the Book of Char is overpowered. I wish I could show you a video, but I already used it yesterday. The Book of Char, basically, when you activate it, it lasts for 2 minutes, and whatever logs are on the floor, you burn when you walk over them, and you get double the XP. So basically, for a magic log, you get 607 XP per burn when you jump over it. So anyways, with this 74 fire making requirement, now, once you get, from the quest, you pretty much get 75. You get like 100k fire making XP. And you get 75 fire making pretty much. So say if you have 75 fire making, you do the quest, you get this Book of Char, and what allows you to do is if you have a yak, just say if you're 75 fire making, you have a yak, you can fill your yak with 30 magic logs, dismiss it, and dismiss 5 yaks in a row. So that means you have 150 logs on the ground, and you can just activate that Book of Char and run back and forth across the magic logs, getting you 100k XP in 2 minutes. Now that's per day. You can get 100k XP per minute, per 2 minutes, because you can only activate this book once a day. So when you go back and forth, you get 100k XP in 2 minutes. Not 20 minutes, not 10 minutes. 2 minutes you get 100k XP. And on top of, all that other stuff you can do with, like, the Juju fire making thing when the caves or whatever, the Jadinko fire making lair. You can do magic logs burning. You can use a Pennis Horn. There's so many ways to train fire making now that 99 is pretty much a joke, especially with this book. What it allows you to do 100k in 2 minutes every day is just ridiculous. And that'll get people with the 74 fire making requirement juiced up to 99 in no time, making fire making even more of a joke of a skill. So that's kind of upsetting that this book of Char is, it would be better if it was a 90 fire making requirement. That way you can get 90 and 99 a little bit better, or, have an alternative way to get XP. But with 74, now anyone can get 99 easily with this book, on top of what they already have. What's cool is I like the fire making tabard and trousers. These are from the circus. After the quest, you get a fire making event, and it takes about 1 minute to just sip on all the potions and you breathe fire. And you get 20k XP from doing the circus event for fire making, so I strongly recommend that if you need to train fire making. And you get these 2 pieces of clothes. This is the only 2 pieces, and they look pretty cool with the book, and they match, some stuff. It's pretty cool. I really like the clothes from the circus, and I like the book, but I wish the requirements were a little higher. I wish it was 90 and not 74, because that way it would be better for us who want XP in fire making, and it wouldn't be so easy to train fire making at lower levels. And lastly, after the quest, you can do some puzzle thing, which allows you to unlock 1 of 4 pets, and you can do it once a week. And if you don't get it right in the week, or you run out of time, you don't do all the puzzles, you can't get a pet. I got the warning flame. This is the coolest one to me. I really like the particle effects on the. They all have particle effects, but I really like it looks like it's fire. It looks like an eyeball with fire coming out of it, and that's what I pretty much took out of it. And I think that's what it is, unless that's just like a burn spot. But it's really cool. I really like the effect, the particle effect on a pet. That's really cool to have. Now my pet has more particles than me. All I have is Goliath gloves. So I'll have to get a completionist cape so I can outshine my warning flame. But this is a really cool pet. I really like what they did with that. I like what they did with the clothes. And the quest shouldn't be a Grandmaster quest. So I'm not complaining about the quest. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that long. Just the requirements shouldn't have been taken down. It shouldn't have went from 90 fire making to 74. And it shouldn't be a Grandmaster quest. If anything, change it to a Master quest. I really don't care about the titles of the quest, but that one really pissed me off, because when you think of Grandmaster, you think of While Gothic Sleeps and Ritual of the Mahajarat. You don't think of the Firemaker's Curse. So anyways, that's how I feel about this quest. That's pretty much a run through. It takes 30 minutes. The rewards is about 250k total XP overall. You get like 30k agility, 60k or 70k construction, 80k fire making, and you get this book. You get the access to the training grounds where you get this pet. And that's about it. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and slight review of the quest and what I think of it. And I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a comment below telling me what you think of the quest, and if you agree with my opinion or you have your own opinion, you're all entitled to your own opinion. So let me hear it. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I think I'll see you tomorrow for Fun Stuff Friday. So later, everyone.